Do-it-yourself pest control for pennies on the dollar? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get rid of pests at your house like a pro. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, CraigHowToPest.com. If you've never been to this channel before, guys, and don't know what it's about, I'm going to tell you right now. This is where we highlight professional grade products and then we show you DIYers how to use them. If that's something that's of interest to you guys, hit that subscribe button down below, and these videos come out multiple times a week. Also, guys, we are going to throw links up in the channel during the video, and you can direct order by punching on those links. Guys, it's YouTube shopping, and it couldn't be any easier. So if you see a product you like, just hit that button. But hey, without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Welcome back to the channel, CraigHowToPest.com. Do you want to get rid of those pests at your house, but you don't want to pay an enormous amount of money that you just simply can't afford at this time, but you want it done right like a professional? Then this is the video for you. In today's video, I'm going to show you a pest pack from HowToPest.com that will give you every tool you need to take care of those pests at your house, outside of your house, and even inside of your house. So I want to take you from start to finish on how this looks if you were to order this pest pack kit from HowToPest.com. Guys, it's going to look like a box just like this. This is the box it's going to come in. It will clearly say How to Pest on it. When you get the box at your casa from How to Pest, you're just going to take the razor blade of your choice, and we're going to open this up and show you exactly what comes in this kit. You'll have your paperwork, of course. In the kit though, guys, it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4. These are insect monitoring traps from Catchmaster. They are going to let you know if you still have insects or not, and do you need to treat that area. I'm going to get more into those in a minute, but let's continue opening up this box. Next in the box, you're going to have the paper. You're going to move that out of your way. You are going to have 1 bottle of Talstar P. This, if you don't know, is one of the best all-around general pesticides that you can use out there. Pros use this for maintenance accounts and have used it for years, myself included. We're going to put that over. And then the last thing you're going to have in this box is you're going to have Temprid Ready Spray. Now, you've seen me do videos on Temprid Ready Spray. I think we just put one out about a week ago, and it will tell you all about it. But in today's video, I'm going to let you know what this is all about. So, you've unpackaged your package from HowToPest.com. You need a sprayer. Now, we have an option on there when you order that if you want to add a Chapin sprayer like you see right here, or you want to get a bigger 4-gallon sprayer, or a backpack type sprayer, or you just go to your local hardware store, or you may already have one. But you are going to need a sprayer in order to apply the Talstar P. Now, this is a 1-gallon Chapin. So I want to do this as if you were the homeowner, the DIYer, doing it yourself. Anytime you fill up a sprayer, your sprayer of choice, you are going to put it about half to a little less than half full of water. And you can see that shaking around in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take off the lid like so, and you are going to apply your chemical of choice. Now, before we get into that, a lot of you out there might be asking, especially you pros, what about PPE? Guys, if you don't know, PPE is personal protective equipment, and it is what you should have on when you apply any pesticide. Now, today you can see I am not in PPE. I am in a shorts, t-shirt, and a hat. But PPE, especially for Talstar P, you know me, okay, is going to be long sleeve shirt, it's going to be long pants, socks, shoes, chemical resistant gloves. You're going to need those also, so make sure you have some chemical resistant gloves. They can be disposables or they can be reusables, whichever route you want to go. Local hardware store, Amazon for the gloves. And you are going to want to put on some goggles or sunglasses, and I say go with a hat also. That's what you're going to need as far as PPE goes, PPE. Today's video, we are going to simulate. We're not going to actually put the chemical in, but I want to show you how you would spray your casa if you were to mix this in and now you were going to town trying to get rid of whatever problem that may be. Now, Talstar P, if you guys don't know, we have videos on that like I mentioned earlier, it kills 75 plus bugs. So 75 different types of insects and bugs that it is labeled to take care of. Now, what do I mean by label? Well, if you look at the front of Talstar P right here, and you can see in the package, matter of fact, let's just rip this open out of the package here. This comes in a protective bag like this, just so when it gets shipped, if anything were to happen, it would just spill into the bag. And then we go ahead and we tape the top of the lids too. So we are kind of overcautious. But this booklet you see on the front is the label, and it peels open and reads like a little booklet, like I just said. Now, an easier way to do that is to go over to howtopest.com and in the search bar, punch in Talstar P. It will pop up. You will then punch on it, scroll down to the right-hand side of that about halfway through. You will see where it says product label. You will punch on that, and now you can magnify that and make it as big as you need to be to read it. So really easy way to read the label on Talstar P. But back to the bugs. Talstar P is labeled for spiders, earwigs, crickets, roaches, ants, mosquitoes, pill bugs, and so on and so on and so on. I can't go through the whole label, but trust me, it's 75 plus insects. So pretty much if you're dealing with it, Talstar P will take care of it. Now, how much of this Talstar P do you mix? Well, you can see it has what's called a tip and pour bottle. What that means is when you shake this up, and that's exactly what you're going to do when you use any type of chemical, you're going to thoroughly shake it up first before you dump it into your sprayer of choice. So you would shake this up, and then you would tip and pour, and you see it starts to fill the reservoir right there. Now, it has measurements on there, all the way up to 3 fluid ounces. Talstar P mix rate for you guys is typically going to be 1 ounce per 1 gallon of water. That's the rate. It's real simple. 1 ounce, 1 gallon of water, and then you are good to go, like I said, indoors and outdoors. Now, if there's a specific rate on an insect you're going after, Talstar P will have that on the label, and it will walk you through it. So we're going to assume we're doing general maintenance. We got a little bit of everything going on. We're going to shake this up. We have it half full of water right here, and then we are going to pour it with our PPE into our sprayer. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid back on the nozzle, and we are going to shake it up really well. Then we are going to take the lid back off, nozzle lid, whatever it's called. We're going to take that back off, and we are going to fill it the remaining way to get 1 full gallon of mixed dilution. Then you're going to put it back on and give it 1 more shake. So we are going to assume that we've done all that, and we are locking this bad boy down. And then how you use these shaping sprayers is it's just a pump, and you're going to pump this until it has too much resistance where you can no longer pump anymore. You don't need to jump on it, bounce up and down, and force it down. If it gets too hard for one hand, it is plenty. So once you have it there, you're going to lock that back in place. You see it clicks, it locks back in place, which allows you to pick this up and walk it around. Now, it has an adjustable nozzle on the Chapin sprayer. All sprayers have an adjustable nozzle, okay? Just different types. Some are removable, like pressure sprayer nozzles. Some just twist and turn, like the Chapin 1 gallon. The Chapin 1 gallon sprayer from howtopest.com is specifically made for pesticides, so just a great economical version of what you could use out there. But you don't have to have the Chapin, but understand it is going to be an option when you order that Pest Pack kit from us at howtopest.com. It'll have that option for Chapin if you want to add that, or anything else you might want to add. Now, you got your nozzle, you got your wand, it's ready to go. You're going to want to adjust this to almost a pin stream, a little bit more, and then you are ready to go around your house. So I want to walk you over here with the camera, and I need to spray the perimeter of my home. So what I want to do is I want to start here, and I want to be back a couple feet, and then I just want to do a light spray like that. And that is enough. Now you can go up 3 feet on the house if you need to, and then come out. But typically, you're just gonna go along the perimeter. Same thing with the door right here. You're gonna come right here. Now, some people don't like to spray in front of the door. Some people don't care. You are okay to do both. So we're just gonna go right here on the other side of the door, and we're gonna spray a little bit right here, and then we're gonna continue the process all the way around the home. Now, I want to take you guys out here to the landscape, and understand this. You are going to occasionally have to keep pumping up your sprayer because the pressure comes out. Now we're going to go over here, and let's say that I have mosquitoes on my plants right here. Then I might want to adjust my nozzle a little more, and I want to come in and do this, a light spray on the plants. And this will help take care of any of the bugs on the plants, like say your caterpillars, your mosquitoes like we just talked. Now, you can get into the foliage right here, and you can hit bushes for the same reason. Or if you're getting them, follow me over here. If you're getting them in the landscape areas like this, then you can go ahead and you can put the Talstar P like that. Now, inside the house, you can go along the border spot, crack and crevice treatment inside the house where you have the insects, where you might have a problem. You can pull out refrigerators, great spot to go and treat behind there. Under sinks, things like that. So in the house, you want to keep this to a spot, crack, and crevice treatment, but if you have an issue, then you can use Talstar P legally in your home. What about the garage? Yeah, heck yeah. Go in the garage and spray the garage door area where it opens on the left and the right. You don't want to treat in front of the garage door completely because it probably runs off into the gutter system, and you got to be cognizant of that. You don't want to put Talstar P or any pesticide that's going to run off into the water table, the water systems, whatever it may be. Another thing I want to touch on, if you have a rain coming within 24 hours, you're not going to want to use Talstar P because it's just going to wash away your work. And again, it might put it into the storm drains. Now, high winds, you don't want to spray any pesticide. When it's high winds out there, us professionals, we don't do anything or we go to granules, okay? Most of us just don't do anything. If it's really extreme winds, we wait till it's done because of drift. Now, something else you need to be worried about, you need to be cognizant about, is if you have a fish tank in the house and you're going to spray inside, you're going to want to not only cover that fish tank, but unplug that pump so you don't take a chance of getting drift going into the fish tank. And you need to keep this away from ponds and things like that on the outside. I say 25 feet, you can go even further. I don't know if Talstar P has an exact number on that, but stay away where it may drift or run off in to the ponds themselves. So that is it for the outside. I've explained the inside for you, but hey, let's go get into these glue boards real quick and let me show you where you would put those and what the purpose of putting those out is. All right, so let's talk about the insect monitoring traps from Catchmaster. They look like this, like I showed you in the beginning. Each one of these, you're getting 4 boards, but each one of them has 3 traps. Now, if you wanted to leave this as one big continuous trap, you could. But what they do is they just fold. They have perforated edges, and then they just rip apart, like so. We're gonna try to demonstrate this to you guys. Now, they have dates on the back. If you're a pro out there and you wanna date this thing so you know the last time you checked it, or if you're a homeowner and you wanna do the same thing, going, hey, when was the last time I put that glue board out? You have to realize that over time, glue boards are gonna tend to lose that stickiness because of the dust and all the debris on the outside. But what they do is, you see how I'm folding these up right here, and then they have this? They're just gonna attach just like that. And then you can leave it like that, like so, and then put it out. Now, this is a adhesive on the back. So if you were to want to stick this to something on the ground, it's going to have to be clean because it's not going to adhere to dirty surfaces. But if you have this somewhere like under a sink in the kitchen, because that's where you get a lot of your problems, then you might want to put the adhesive there to hold it in place. Now understand, let me show you this real quick. This right here just peels off and it exposes the glue. So this trap is now good to go. And then it just punches together like that. You can leave them open if you want, but it kind of makes into a nice little hotel, snaps into place. Now, a good place to put these would be in the garage on the left and right hand side of the door, like so. And you tuck it back in there because that's how a lot of your insects are entering into your garage. So it would be a great place to put that. Now, what are the purpose of the glue boards? They're monitoring traps, like I said. So they're not solving your problem. They're just letting you know, hey, I just got done treating the house with my Pest Pack from topest.com, and now I want to monitor and see, do I need to spray again? Do I need to retreat in 30 days? Well, that's what these will do. They'll catch whatever comes across the area, and then you'll know, plus you get to identify what it caught. Did it catch a cricket? Did it catch a roach? And it helps you put a game plan together on what you need to do. So glue boards are very simple to use. One of the safest things you can do. Now, I said they will catch mice, so be cognizant of that. Small mice, it will catch on there. You may want to catch them on there, you may not. If you want to release that mouse, I'm going to give you a way to be Mickey Mouse friendly. You can just take some Pam cooking oil, you can hold it up, spray it on the trap, little Mickey will slide right off and he'll go on his merry way back to Disneyland, and everybody will be having a good time. Okay, that's it on the glue boards. We're going to jump into the house and I'm going to show you the Temprid Ready Spray. Last but not least, we have the Temprid Ready Spray. Now, we have a whole video on Temprid Ready Spray, like I already mentioned, so if you want to check that out, I'm going to give you the consolidated version right here. But this is a fantastic product to use, and it has 2 different chemicals in this, guys. It's going to have a quick knockdown, and it's going to have a residual. So a great product to use for that occasional bug. This is not what you're going to use when you have a problem and need to get around the perimeter of the house. This is more your crack, crevice, and spot treatment. Indoors, outdoors also, sheds, garages, things like that. So it comes in a plastic bag, which I already ripped it open, just like the Talstar P, and then it has the lid that comes off with the nozzle, and then it comes with a straw just like this. So you can use it with or without the straw. The straw kind of just allows it to get into places a little easier. So that's with the straw on. You're going to want to shake this up really well. This has what's called valve on ball technology or something like that. I can't remember the terminology, but basically it's not a true aerosol. It has a bag contained in here with the pesticide, and then the air pressure is on the outside. So why does that matter to you? Well, it matters to you because this thing can be sprayed upside down and not lose the pressure and waste all the pesticide that is in the can. That's the gist of this technology. A fantastic thing that they figured out from Bayer. So it allows this to be done in all different kinds of configurations if you need to squeeze into places. So you still want to shake it up because it's a pesticide, and pesticides settle to the bottom when they've been sitting for a long time. So how you would use this, let's say, hey, I started to notice some earwigs coming in the door right here. I don't want to break out the pump sprayer. I just want to grab my can and I want to go real quick. You would shake this up and then you would just put a little squirt like that. Okay? You see that little line that I put right here? Maybe it's in front of the door right here. Okay? Maybe put a little line like that. That's how you're going to use Temprid Ready Spray. That is a chemical that is going to hold up for 90 days inside. Unless you mop that away, you're getting 90 days of that chemical staying there. So it's going to hold up just for a long time and continue to kill those insects. Now, this, like I said, is going to be where you don't want to break out your sprayer and you just want to get a can. So keep this ready in the garage, under the sink, whatever, around pipes under the sink. Great place to use Temprid Ready Spray, but again, you can also use Talstar P in those situations. This is just when you don't need to mix. Now I want to talk about mixing, why I think about it real quick. You only want to mix up what you're going to spray. So if 1 gallon is what you're going to spray, mix up 1 gallon worth. Don't mix up 2 gallons worth, only spray a gallon and then let it sit. What happens is the pH levels in the water change and the effectiveness of the chemical changes. So only mix what you're going to use. That is it on the pest control pack from howtopest.com. Just an easy way to do it yourself pest control and save yourself a lot of money and use professional grade products. Guys, if you have any questions, shoot them in that comment section down below. I'm happy to answer them. Appreciate the thumbs up. And remember, we go live every Friday where we talk pest control. So if you have any questions, jump on YouTube live at 5 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time and talk pest with me. Other than that, have a great day. Craig, howtopest.com.